Hi guys, welcome back. So I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. So I'm starting to practice doing some one stroke again. Really need to master this and it does not come easy to me. So I just thought I would show you what I use when I'm practicing. So obviously I've got a palette, and the reason I got this is because if you use a tile or one of these, your paint dries out, whereas with this one I put a little bit of tissue paper in there, just pour some water on that, let that soak in, and that stops your paint from drying out. So I'm going to put a few colours on here. So I'd have my white, I'm going to put a little bit of purple. So this will last absolutely ages. So if you're just practicing once a day, you can just shut that palette up then and it'll still be there. You're not wasting your paint every time you stop using it. And put a bit of green. So these are one stroke paints, but I've got some normal acrylics as well, but I just thought I'd put these on just so that I'm not mixing some water in. So that is the palette, so that'll just stay wet. So when I'm practicing, you can get your popsicles and practice on them and nail tips, but you use a lot of sticks, you go through a lot. So what I do, I've got this zipper bag, and inside that bag I put in some black cards. This is like a matte finish, and I just got these from eBay. So when I'm practicing, just make sure I've got a clean cloth to wipe this when I've done practicing. So I just wet some cotton pad, leave that to the side. So let's have a little practice. So when I'm mixing the colours, let's do a pink and a purple. So I've done that wrong straight away. I'm going to put the lighter colour on one side and the darker colour on one side, on the other side should I say, and then I'm just going to blend them in. So I've got to admit, I do like putting a glove on and blending them on my glove. I just find it a lot easier because, as you can see, once it sets on stuff like this, it's a sod to get off. So I'm just going to blend them in together, a bit more of the lighter one. And then I'm just going to make sure they're nicely blended. So just keep blending these till you're happy. And then, like I said, on here, scroll in a little bit. So say you're doing a flower, I like to mark out where them petals are going to go because I am still a newbie. So let's do a petal here. So I'll go in and I'm just going to scroll that round, go in again, wiggle it a little bit and bring that round and down. So I do find that you have to keep going in and blending your colours quite a lot. Okay, so I just keep practicing on this until we're happy with what it was looking like. So as you can see, that's a bit darker than the other, so I'm just going to put some more pink on there. and then just go back in and darken this one up, darken this one up. So I am getting there slowly, but this just stops you wasting so much of your tips. So I'm just going to finish this one off on here. But one stroke. There's no way every petal is going to look the same. They're all going to be different sizes. So I'm happy with that. So on here, I know that flower is obviously too, it might fit. It probably would just fit. But this is a bigger one. A bigger brush, and then I have got a little tiny one. So these ones were just from eBay, but they're not as good. You pay for what they do work. So I'm just gonna clean that off. So if your brush starts going stiff, just get that cleaned off, because your brush will not work properly if it is not fluid enough. Okay, so if I wanted to darken that up a bit, obviously I just go back in with all these colours, blend them again on my hand. And then just go back on. And just tint these up and make them that little bit darker or lighter, whichever colours you are using. Just make sure that you're still staying in them flowers. But till you get used to the strokes, it's just a lot easier to do it on this, to be honest. I need to just make this one here a tiny little bit wider because it's got a gap, so I'm just going to go in, sort that one out. So that's the start of my flower. I'm not going to do it on the tip, but I'm going to practice a bit more on here before I do anything else. I've got a yellow. I've got a yellow out. I need a yellow. Hold on. But like I said, these are not going to run out because they're on the wet tissue. So I'm going back to my little. I just love this in the cocktail stick. I'm going to put some dots in the centre of this just to make it a little bit more like a flower. I'm going to attempt to do a leaf now. Now I don't know how this is going to turn out, to be honest. It could go epically wrong, this, but let's have a go. So I'm just going to blend them in together. And then let's say I want a leaf here. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go up, back down. That's not bad. We'll go back in. Ooh, where shall we go? Let's go here. I'm going to go up and then back around. But I found quite a lot of flowers. Let's see if I can find one on my other phone. So once you've got this all set up in your finger, if you just go on to Google and just type in 3D ombre flowers, they normally come up, and if you type in one stroke step by step, it'll bring you pictures of separate stages to get the look. So that's what I've been doing today, just trying to master this. It is just, I don't think nail art's my forte, to be honest, but I guess practice makes perfect. So you just keep adding to what you want, and then you can start, once you've got used to them strokes, you'll be able to get your brush to go littler. So that is why I thought I would show you this today, and then I can just wipe this off and show you how easy that is. Hold on, I think we need a little bit. All that is left for me to do is clean my brushes, obviously, and then on this, because if it were on one of these, it's very hard to get off unless you start filing, but on here, you can see already, it's already started to stay. So I'll just get some gel resin instead, because it's a little bit stronger than water, and just wipe that off. So you're left with a nice clean little board to carry on working on. You've got all that space and you've not wasted any of your pop sticks. So yep, that's it, that's what I'm using, that's what I am practicing with. So that and your brushes and your paints, obviously, and that is what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to try and do, guys, I'm going to try and master a flower design every week. That is my goal. So once a week I am going to pick a flower and I'm going to practice it, and then I'm going to show you guys how I learned to do that and the results to see if I'm progressing when I am going along. So yeah, guys, that is this video done. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.